So why can Christmas feel so hard for you? Because you're allowing it to be hard for you. Stick with me, don't put nasty things in the comments just yet, please stick with me. One of the most profound discoveries in psychology in the last 20 or so years is that we can choose the way we think. And the way you think affects the way you feel, and therefore if you change the way you think about something, the thing you think about changes. You've heard me say this many times if you have been with me for any length of time. Of course, if you haven't, welcome, and please stick with me here on this one. If you're watching this and you're not feeling particularly festive yet, or you may even be feeling overwhelmed or even sad. I know I am. I have those thoughts too. So, and from my messages, you're not alone, trust me, you're not alone on that. And there is nothing wrong with you. I'm sitting here today beside one of my Christmas trees. I've actually decorated 4 this year and I've loved it. I love it. I wanted Christmas to start early this year, and I think I started collecting things in October. I know many people who started in summertime. I think this year, because of the state of the world, I think we wanted joy and we wanted to feel some kind of happiness. And so that's why many people, not just me, started Christmas early. But I'm sitting beside this tree because it's decorated in a way that's a little bit different to me. The decorations on it and the baubles on it remind me of the original Christmas story. Not in any kind of religious sense, but in a human sense. So, for example, this is a very, as you can see, a very traditional bauble, and that has the nativity on it. And then I gilded some wooden crosses, which I really enjoyed doing as well. So it's been little things like that. Now, what gave me the inspiration is this picture, I can show you here, that I've had for the longest time, and that's Leonardo da Vinci's Mother and Child, and that kind of gave me the inspiration for it. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to remember myself that at its heart, Christmas is never about sparkle and fun and joyousness and everybody thinking everything was fine or pretending that everything was fine. It wasn't really about that. And so I wanted to, this is my little way of reminding myself about the Christmas story. For many of us, I think Christmas has a very loud message which says, be happy, be grateful, be joyous. And I am those things, but not all the time, not all the time. And I hasten to add, if you do know someone who manages to be, or pretends to be, is happy and joyous and grateful all the time, there must be something wrong with them. But if you're not feeling like that all the time, it can make you feel as though you're being left behind when everybody else seems to manage to feel the joy quite effortlessly. But I think instead of asking yourself, why am I not feeling the Christmas spirit yet? Maybe you could ask yourself a different question and ask yourself, what would give this season meaning for me? This tree is part of of how I manage to now feel well in with the Christmas spirit. What gives it meaning for you? What could you create and do? It might be a memory, Christmas memories past. My other tree that I decorate in the sitting room is filled with lots of baubles and decorations that my own children made when they were younger and then later bought. Every year they buy a different bauble for the tree, and so it's filled with memories. I have a very small Bible that belonged to my mother when she was a child that goes in the tree. there are things, a little teddy bear that belonged to my sister, because my sister's no longer with us, that goes in the tree too. That tree is filled with meaning. You know, you may not want to, it doesn't have to be nostalgic. You could create a tree that's for the future. You could sit and think about what do you want in the years to come for yourself, and find things that represent that and decorate your tree in that way, so that that's the meaning it has for you, how you're going to grow and move forward. Think about, as I say, what would give Christmas meaning for you, and do that. You know, it could be a piece of music that's giving me absolute joy in every cell of my body at the moment is Grieg's A Morning Mood. I have it waking me up in the morning, and it helps me to start my day with a spring in my step every single day. It's absolutely joyous. So listen to that. That would help you. The other thing is nature. I know, please don't roll your eyes over nature. So the other day, Mr. Kitchen and I were over the Peak District, which is in Derbyshire, and I think it's kind of like in the centre of England. Oh, the scenery is just amazing. No one else around. Get out of the car, and we walked over the hedge into the field. My goodness, if ever you need to feel that presence, that sense of something larger than yourself, it certainly did it for me in the Peak District in Derbyshire in England. Now, wherever you live, you will have areas like that you could go to, and just go and let your body absorb that feeling. I think that would really help you. You know, meaning doesn't shout. It whispers and grows up on you, within you. I'm not very poetic, but that's how it felt for me. I could feel it welling up inside of me when I was in the middle of a field on the moors in the Peak District of Derbyshire. But hey, you know, if this is if it's going to do it for you, do it for you. You know, Christmas feels hard for a lot of people, I know that. And when I say change the way you think, obviously you may be looking after a loved one, a sick person, and I've been there. And even then, you've also heard me say, moments of pleasure, small and often, are what get you through the day. So if you're in that situation where you're constantly worrying and caring for someone else, just schedule a couple of things during the daytime that will give you just a little bit of pleasure. As I say, Morning Mood by Grieg. And if you don't like that kind of music, then watch Rowan Atkinson on Netflix. In fact, all of you watch Rowan Atkinson on the series Netflix. I think it's called Man vs. Baby. Oh, it's such a delight. It's 4 episodes. They're only half an hour long, so you could watch it all in one go. But what a joy. So watch that. That's something you could do that really will lift your spirit, I think. So I'm not being hard when I say change the way you think about it. I'm saying try to think about things that you can do that will give this season meaning for you. Not necessarily the same meaning that it seems to be giving everyone else. You know, you are human, but sometimes just showing up, just breathing, putting one step in front of the other, you know, and choosing a little bit of meaning over everything else. Because I know certainly in this country, I'm in England, in the United Kingdom, we seem to have lost our way as far as Christmas is concerned, and all kinds of other things are taking over, shall we say, like pressure and performance and comparison and all of those things. I think if you can bring yourself back to the actual meaning of Christmas, not necessarily the religiousness of it, but the humanity of it, I think that is a good thing to do. I know I've been quieter recently, but I wanted to come on here at Christmas because presence, and by that I mean presence, NCE, presence, is more important than perfection. And I wanted you to know that just because I haven't been here doesn't mean I've stopped caring, because I certainly have not. And those of you who are on my newsletter will know that. And if you're not, please join the newsletter, because you know, on there I can tell you what I'm up to, and you tell me what you're up to too, because you can reply on there. And I only come into your inbox once a month, so because I know everybody's inboxes are full. But I just come on with things that I've been enjoying over the month that might help you too. I will be back on YouTube more so, hopefully, if the new algorithms and I was going to say logarithms then, that's what we did in maths, wasn't it, at school? As long as the YouTube algorithms allow me to be on, I will be back in the new year. Let me know what you're up to at Christmas. I sincerely hope if you are struggling at this time, you please listen and give yourself a chance of tiny little bit of joy, not necessarily the same joy that everyone else is feeling, but think deeply about what you could do for yourself that would make you feel a little bit of the Christmas spirit. And let's all remember, certainly for me and my family, it's important to keep Christ in Christmas. I don't know how you feel about that. Please let me know, and I'll put a few clips in of my other trees, because they're not all like this, but I'm liking this one particularly. And across the way behind you I have a very nice, I'll put an image in of that of the three wise men. I could have gone much further but perhaps then my dining room would have felt more like a church. I'd have gone a little bit overboard, but hey, you do you. You do you. That's the thing. Okay, I'm waffling now because I don't want to leave you. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. One that's full of meaning for you. Stay calm. Do some deep breathing if you need to. And I'll see you before the new year. I love you all, and thank you so much for your patience with me this year. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.